Hello friends, I am in Seattle. I am going out to enjoy the nature. I'll share with you a couple of stories on life and leadership in this video. And I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I am a survivor of brain stroke in the year 2021. So today weather is very sunny and it's good. Yesterday also it was good, but 2 years back, two days ago, we had rain and it disturbed everything. So this is the home my younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives, and I am in Seattle. I am going for a walk, and these are the houses in and around Seattle. Now we'll walk and talk. So let me introduce myself. My name is Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate His Holiness Dalai Lama has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching and training. I'm a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD, and add to that the brain stroke worsened my health. And I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, and I don't get any pension, I don't have any regular income, and I am 61 years old. Despite all the challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. Never give up in your life. Life is a gift and life is an opportunity. Enjoy every moment of your life. And I'm very positive by nature, and my blood group is B positive, and I am positive by nature, and I keep moving despite setbacks and challenges. And I am an author, researcher, and storyteller, and I create my own stories and share my stories to make a difference and impact humankind. And I create models, methods, frameworks and perspectives, and I started my own philosophy a month ago. So like this, lots of activities I do it basically because I am very curious and creative by nature. I enjoy what I am doing. So this is briefly about my introduction. Now I will talk briefly about Seattle. And Seattle is a very beautiful city, and it's very cold in Seattle, and we entered winter season, and today the weather is very pleasant, and sun is favorable. Otherwise the weather is not predictable in Seattle. Overall it's a very beautiful city, and now we entered winter, and some places there is a snowfall, but nearby we don't find any snow, but I think in the coming weeks we'll have a snow in Seattle. So that I want to go for a walk as long as there is no snow in Seattle. So until then I will continue go for a walk. And just a moment, and somebody. So I'm very open and very curious, and I talk to unknown people, and I'll because when I talk to unknown people, what happens? I learn certain aspects, then I share the same with the world. I believe in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge, and I talk to even unknown people, and most of the times I'm very happy by opening up conversation with unknown people. But in few cases I might find a challenge, so I keep myself away, and I keep myself aloof if I find that there will be any challenges. And basically I don't want to invite any cultural shocks, so to avoid cultural shocks, so I stay away in case if I find that the unknown people approach me and talk to me. And on the other hand, I take initiative to talk to with the people. It's that way. I am extrovert, and I love books. I am a bookworm. I don't have any friends. If there are any friends, they are only my books. And now coming back to the Seattle and Bellevue are closely connected, and Bellevue is just 20 minutes drive from Seattle, and I have visited a couple of places in Washington, and I often go with my son to various places in and around Bellevue, so I enjoyed a lot. And Bellevue and Seattle are like twin cities of Telangana in India. They are Secunderabad and Hyderabad. And there are companies, they are doing good in Seattle. Some of the companies include Boeing, Alaska Airlines, Costco, Northstorm, Starbucks, Microsoft, and Amazon. So these companies were started very long back, and they are renowned, and they are doing good currently. And when you look at Jeff Bezos, he started from garage with the books. Now he diversified and he's a billionaire, and he's doing lots of things. So he's a very successful entrepreneur, and he had a vision, and things fell into the place, and he succeeded as an entrepreneur. And I encourage you to explore entrepreneurship, because people might think that entrepreneurship is very challenging. It is true. Entrepreneurship is very challenging, but still it's worth taking a risk. Why? Because when you take a risk and succeed, then you make money, and also you add value, and you provide employment for the people, and migration takes place, and there will be overall development, and there will be quality of life. So we should encourage entrepreneurship. And at the same time, entrepreneurship is not easy. It's very challenging, and it's complicated. And entrepreneurship is a dogfight. Entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for faint-hearted. And I wanted to become a successful entrepreneur, but I failed to succeed as an entrepreneur. So finally I became an educator in the year 2007. So that was something different. I changed my approach and everything. That's different. But overall, you should explore entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship is great and amazing. And some people might think taking a risk is very challenging, and I would like to share with everyone is that not to take a risk is also a risk. So you must take risk. Life is a risk, and what happens very next moment that we can't predict, and nobody can predict. So best thing is to take a risk And if you succeed, it's fine. If you fail, you learn lessons and move on. But you must explore entrepreneurship. I strongly recommend. And I authored 60 books but published 53 books. 7 books are yet to be edited and published. So one of the books is about entrepreneurship, which I could not publish it because of my brain stroke. I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. So for the last 4 years, I am not able to type and eat with my right hand. So my right shoulder and right hand is numb. And the good news is that I am alive and walking slowly. Otherwise, I was very before COVID, I was very good. My health was very strong, and I was very energetic. But after the COVID, things have gone worse, and literally I would have been dead after the brain stroke, but I survived. So I am able to walk. I am in Seattle. So I am with my younger son Ramakrishna Sai and with my wife, and we came to USA for the first time. We came to USA for the first time. Just a moment. So I have to cross the road. Just once I cross the road, yeah, then I want to cross the road because I want to meet Jay. Is in Seattle. He is working in the golf course. So I just want to meet him today, right? Okay, now let me talk about entrepreneurship. So so one of the books on entrepreneurship is had to be edited. So I have some books pending for updating. So it takes time for me. For the last 4 years, I have health challenges, and once I overcome my health challenges, once I can type and eat with my right hand, then I will be able to continue my writing activities. So this writing was disturbed for the last 4 years. So sometimes I am slowly typing with my left hand. So it's very challenging. Hopefully I will overcome my numbness of my right hand, and I will be able to type and eat with my right hand, and I will be able to write books. So it's a matter of time. So everything depends on the mindset. I have that mindset. I have the right mindset, and I have a positive attitude. So, and I am doing physiotherapy exercises every day, and I am going for a walk. So this is briefly about entrepreneurship and Seattle story. And coming to my health challenges, I'll share with you briefly. I have a chronic back pain since 2007, and I had a brain stroke in the year 2021, and I have some internal allergies. So lots of challenges I am having. So I am walking and talking. Why I am walking and sharing my knowledge is that I want to create stories and share my knowledge freely with the world. So with that passion and with my vision, so I am walking and I am sharing my stories, and I am holding my smartphone with my left hand, and holding my smartphone with my left hand is very challenging and stressful and painful, and I can't shift my smartphone from left hand to right hand as my right shoulder and right hand is numb. It's very challenging. So please empathize with me. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I believe in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. That's one thing. Secondly, I am uploading the raw videos because I am not a tech savvy. So I am only uploading raw videos. And why I am uploading videos is that I want to keep them as my memories. That's one aspect. Second aspect is that if I am gone, at least my knowledge will reach out to people through various social media platforms. So I am living with a purpose to provide meaning for the world. So that's what I am doing right now. So I am very optimistic by nature. So I am recording and sharing my stories. If some of my stories are appreciated and shared with their network, I feel happy and excited. So I feel that I am making an impact in a small way. So that's what I am thinking. So let me share with you again my aspect. So I am sharing my knowledge with a view to impact the humankind. If some of my stories are shared with their connections, and that serves my purpose. If some of my stories resonates my philosophy and principles, that serves my purpose. And if I am gone, at least my stories will remain forever, and my stories will be shared to the next generation of people. So this is the vision, and with that vision I am working, and I am moving forward. So I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. So despite having all the challenges, I am doing, and I have 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels, and I published 53 books. And I made a debut as an author in the year 2010. I made a debut as an author, and I published around 53 books, and I published more than 300 research papers. I published more than 1,000 articles, various international magazines, within a span of 15 years. So 2010, now this is 2025. That means for the last 50 years I have been working very hard and sharing my knowledge, and I published lots of articles and research papers. That's what I have been doing, and I serve on the editorial boards of various international journals, especially DLO of Emerald and JVPL, and I was a regular contributor to Entrepreneur magazine. It's a very reputed one, and I also contribute articles regularly to various magazines. So like that, lots of things I am doing, and I wake up every day morning 4 o'clock, and night 10 o'clock I sleep, and afternoon I take a break. So throughout the day I have been working very, very hard so that I can impact humankind. So this is the purpose I am leading, despite being born in a toxic family, despite having health challenges, despite having a brain stroke, despite having financial challenges. I am not giving up. So you should never give up. So be resilient and keep moving forward. Life is beautiful, life is amazing, life is a miracle, life is an opportunity. Enjoy every moment of your life. People waste 30% of their precious time thinking about their unpleasant past, which will never come back. And people think too much about the future that can't be predicted. So learn to live in the present. What you have now at your hand is present. So enjoy every moment of your life, and add value and impact humankind. So whatever is possible, you do it within your limitations. So that's what I am doing. Now I will share with you about my philosophy. As I told you that I am I create models, methods, rules, frameworks, perspectives. Now I will talk about my philosophy. So just I want to take a moment here because I expect a person. He works in a golf course. His name is Jay. If he is available, I'll talk to him and go inside and come back. Okay. So now, before I start my storytelling, I just want to share with the people. Okay. So I think the J is not there. I think I'll just check out if he's there. Okay, fine. Now I'll talk briefly about philosophy and I started my own philosophy a month ago, and how I started my philosophy was while walking I got the idea. Actually, people get ideas from multiple sources. Some people get ideas in washroom, bedroom. So some people get ideas by walking, and some people get ideas from multiple ways. And but in my case, I get ideas mostly from my walking. And secondly, I also get ideas in my classroom because I was an educator and I shared my knowledge. So I often shared my knowledge with the students, and some of the students, they provoked me to think through. So that led me interact more. And two things I believed in my life: one is continuous learning, second is second thing was that I take feedback. These two are the pillars of my personality. First is continuous learning, second is feedback. So I always take feedback from my books and also from students or from the audience or learners, whatever you call. So I take from them, and so that I can improve upon myself. So we have to take feedback in life. So that's one thing. So when I was teaching students, they were questioning me. So that led me to think through, and then again I started thinking more and more. So I got ideas mostly, precisely I got my ideas mostly from two ways. One is by walking, second by interacting with the students in the classroom. So this is how I got the ideas. So I got an idea to work on my own philosophy, and while walking I got this idea. And whenever I get ideas, what I do is I immediately write down my ideas. This is what I have been following since my childhood. Of course, for the last 4 years I am not able to type, and I am not able to eat with my right hand. It's very challenging. So what I did was that immediately I wrote about philosophy on my Word document. So that's how I captured the idea. A short pencil is better than a long memory. So I believe in that, and I write down, I journal, and also I write a diary. Diary is different from journal. Diary means some activities, but journal means it's a reflection. It's beyond. This is beyond diary. So journal. So I used to journal the things. So the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. I always take the first step. I'm very proactive by nature, and also I jot down the things, then I execute them effectively. And uh, people are very smart, very brilliant. People also have ideas, but they don't write down and they don't execute them. But in my life, what happens? I take initiative, then I am very proactive, then I write down, then I execute the things at my own pace. I can't do all things at one go, but I work at my own pace then, because I have multiple projects to work on. So I do that. There are around 8 billion people on this beautiful planet. 8 billion people have 8 billion stories in the world, and no two stories are similar. Everyone has their own unique story, and all the 8 billion people have 8 billion stories. So I am one of the 8 billion people. So I am doing things of my own at my own pace, so that I can do something to impact humankind. So this is what I started. Then I started exploring philosophy, and what I did was I just googled on my Google my name, Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. Then the first result came flashed on Google search engine was Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy was to emphasize the philosophy of education, health first, education second, and wealth third. So and for Professor M.S. Rao harnesses technology. So that was the search engine result I got when I googled a month ago. Then I felt very happy when I came to know that my name appeared first page, and it reflected on YouTube that Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy was to emphasize health first, education second, and wealth third, and he harnesses technology. So I felt very happy and excited. So, and really it was an aha moment in my life when my name appeared in Google, and it was an aha moment, and I was on cloud 9 when my search engine result came on the first page. So it was a great moment. So I felt the power of universe. So I felt very much excited, and I got more motivated. So I thought, yes, I was yes, I had to create my own philosophy. So that's how I started my own philosophy. And then what I did was I created a couple of quotes, templates, and I created a couple of words, because already I published 53 books, and I took feedback from my own books, and then I jotted down the words that that closely resonate my philosophy. So some of the words that resonates my thinking are virtue, universe, power, empathy, humanity, attitude, gratitude. So like that I jotted down the words. Then I created my own philosophy, which is a Eastern philosophy, because I was born in India, and I was born as a Hindu. So I thought of creating my own philosophy, which is Eastern philosophy. So I decided. Then again I was thinking in which area of philosophy I had to proceed. Then what I did was I was thinking what kind of philosophy I must create. Then I came to know Just a minute. Yeah. Then I came to know that I'm an educator, so let me create a philosophy which is education oriented, because I'm passionate about education and learning. So I thought of creating my own philosophy, that is educational philosophy. So first I had an idea about philosophy, then again I had an idea of educational philosophy. So like that I just moved. Then when I googled, then I came to know that when I googled, I came, just a moment, I'm going to a different place. So different, yes, I think I'm going through the different place. So let me see and come back. Okay. Sorry for the interruption, because I don't want to lose the track, and I'm going through a different place again. Okay. Then again I was thinking about then I googled, I came to know that Socrates is known as the father of philosophy. So I felt very happy and excited, and already I mentioned about Socrates in Socrates in my books, and I mentioned about three filter test. Then again I mentioned about various examples of Socrates, and Socrates quote is, an unexamined life is not worth living. That means we have to examine our lives. That's the meaning from that. So I felt very happy, and I felt let me work from the perspective of Socrates. And there are some thinkers, very philosophers who are very strong. So let me recall from my memory. So SPAA. S means Socrates, P means Plato, and then again A means Aristotle, then A means Alexander. So that is the sequence I recalled. This is aircraft, Emirates. Okay, fine. So I just thought of exploring about Socrates, and then I started liking Socrates method, and also I mentioned about Socrates method of teaching, because education is very close to my heart, and I also came across about Socrates method of teaching. So all these things helped me think from educational perspective. Then I decided to create my own philosophy. So this is how I started my journey about philosophy. Then again I just I'm still doing research about various types of philosophy, like nihilism, pragmatism, stoicism. And when I googled, I came to know that already I published my own philosophy. Then again I published a research paper on stoicism. So I felt that lots of stuff is there within me, but only thing, I forgot everything after the brain stroke. So I'm happy that I started connecting the dots. So I'm very happy that I started connecting the dots, and I started recalling the knowledge which already existed precisely. So when I am the gem, why should I search for stones elsewhere? So it's me alone, it's for everyone. Why do you search for stones when you are a gem? So don't search for stones when you are a gem. Let me repeat my statement. Don't search for stones when you are a gem. So you are a gem, and identify your inner potential and work on that. So similarly, so I thought, why should I create somebody's philosophy? So I create my own philosophy because I have some very good, I have very good experience, diversified experience, knowledge. So lots of things are there. So I thought of exploring my own philosophy of life. So I think I'm going to a different place. I don't know how to go around, but let me explore this area, then I will go around. So then I was interviewed by people, and today morning my interview was published. A guy from Britain, and he published, but I was interviewed I think 2 weeks back. Joe, his name was Joe. He interviewed me some 2 weeks back, and my interview was published 1 day ago. I came to know only a few hours ago. Then I watched my own video. Then because I watch my own videos, I watch my own raw videos to take the feedback, so that how I can improve upon myself. Usually whenever my videos are published, I'll watch them, take feedback, and I'll find out the areas where I have to improve. I'll work on them, then I'll grow in that way. That's how I do it, right? So I'm very happy that I started exploring, and there are some aspects the host mentioned about life, leadership. Then he talked about his own philosophy. Then I shared about my own philosophy. Then I told them about decision making, how to make decisions, and I think he talked for I think around 5 to 10 minutes. He talked about decision making, how to make decisions. Then I said about decision making in this regard. So let me briefly share with you about decision making. We all make decisions in life, and sometimes we fail, sometimes we fail. Mostly we fail. That's what I told my host, because the host has asked a question, how to avoid mistakes or failures. I said we can't avoid failures, we can't avoid mistakes, but what we can do is we can learn lessons from the mistakes, and then we can improve ourselves, and it's a learning process. So I shared with him about decision making. Then again I shared decision making. I roughly shared about under 2 categories. One is about certainty, another is uncertainty. So I talked about certainty. Yeah, let me, I think I'm going back. Yeah, correct. Yes, I'm going back now. I'm happy. So I thought that I landed in a different place, but anyhow I'm sure that I'm within the ground. I'm within the ground. This ground, what do we call this ground? Golf course. So I came. I'm returning. Yeah, good. I'm circling back. Good. So the decision making I roughly divide into 2 aspects. One is you can make decisions under certainty. Then another is under uncertainty. So let me talk about uncertainty. Uncertainty means when there is no certainty, that means there is no uncertainty, then you have to make decisions. How you can make decisions? I told him very simple. When you don't have any inputs, knowledge, you have to make decisions. You can make decisions because of your gut. Gut means it's not overnight, it's instinct. People make decisions because of their years of knowledge. So you have to make decisions by gut. Gut means it's not overnight. It is something that comes from years of knowledge from various areas. So we have to make decisions when there is no information, but still we have to make decisions, right? So that's about decision making. Good morning. Very good, very good. I think he's hitting the ball. Okay, fine. Okay. So now you have to make decisions when there is no certainty in life. You have to make decisions, especially when you have to make decisions during uncertainties. That when you don't have any information, still you have to make decisions because time is short. You have to make decisions. You have to make decisions based on your gut. So that's what one category of decision making. One is making decisions under uncertainty. The second thing I shared with everyone is about decision making under certainty. That means you can make decisions when things are okay, in the sense certain. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to make decisions under certainty. Certainty means things are okay and you have got lots of information. So you can make decisions when you have all information and you have enough information or ample information. Then you have to think through. Then you have to make decisions by blending your head, heart, and gut and intuition, right? So when you are gifted with all information and available everything, you can think through and make decisions, right? When you are having information, you can make decisions. When you don't have any information, still you have to make decisions. So you have to make decisions under when there is no information, because of your years of experience and because of your gut. So there are these are the two types of decision making I shared with my host. His name is Joe. He's from Britain. So that was the one aspect I shared with you. So friends, I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Why? Because I am walking and sharing my knowledge, and whatever the knowledge I am sharing with you, you can absorb and you can apply and you can reap benefits. And therefore I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And at the same time, please empathize with me. I am not a tech savvy. I am uploading only raw videos, and I am not a tech savvy. So please empathize with me and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because my years of knowledge, I have 43 years of experience and I am 61 years old. So I integrate my 61 years of experience and 61 years of observation and 43 years of diversified experience. Everything I am integrating and I am sharing with you through storytelling. So you get lots of ideas and insights from these videos regularly. So I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Just a moment, I am waiting for one of my friends. If he is there, I will talk to him. His name is Jay. Is there or not? So I think he is not there. Okay, then I will go back. Okay. So this is what I was discussing with my host. Then he talked about religion. Then he disclosed that he read Bhagavad Gita. I call it simply as Gita, and I told him that I purchased a Gita with discounted prices, and I gifted to a couple of friends outside. And I also have the habit of gifting. So I gift some items some books or items, idols like that I gift. So this is the habit I am having, or hobby, I don't know what you call it. So I gifted books of Gita, and in the gym and other places. So like that I shared with the host. He was very much excited. I had goosebumps, I think 3-4 times when he interviewed me. And actually we started discussing, we started to discuss on mindfulness and about my health challenges and brain stroke. But the host grabbed, he diverted his attention, because he himself is a philosopher and he loves philosophy and he loves Hindu philosophy, and he also showed Gita, Bhagavad Gita. Then he also showed a book about life. So many things he discussed. So precisely I had goosebumps, and I felt very much happy and excited. So I think I will return now. Yeah, I think it will take maximum 1 hour. I think I'll return and I'll talk about philosophy. So this was the interaction with my, this was the conversation with my host some 2 weeks back, and it was published only one day ago, and I got the link only a few hours ago, and I listened to my own interview. Then I made notes. Then I got some triggers. Then again I'm had to explore the triggers, and I had to update. So I'm planning to deliver a lecture on philosophy, but I'm not sure why, because I have a long way to go about philosophy. See, I'm very strong on various areas like education, learning, teaching, training, diversity, like that. But this is something new I entered. But when I'm passionate about something, definitely I'll get the results. So hopefully I will write my own philosophy, and I'll publish a book on my philosophy. And it will take some years to create something new and to provide something unique and share with the world. So this is what I am planning right now, and so much is in the store, and I still have a long way to go about my philosophy. And this is briefly about philosophy. And I also requested a couple of people to interview me, but philosophers usually don't accept, they don't accept invitations to interview me, but it takes time, because they should be convinced and I should be convinced, and we should have some specific theme of philosophy. Then again we can discuss and debate and decide. Let me share with you this: discuss, debate and decide. So that's what we do it. So this is briefly about my philosophy. Now I will share with you other aspects. So I think I will talk briefly about my life in a nutshell. I was born on October 31st, 1963, in a tiny village in India, and I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. And my childhood was very chaotic, and I could not enjoy my childhood. And for 18 years I was with my father. I supported my father. Sometimes I cleaned the dishes, sometimes I collected cash, sometimes I prepared tea, So like that, lots of things I did. And my father was disorganized and alcoholic and litigant, and my mother is a very toxic woman, and I was born into a toxic family, and I was cursed with toxic siblings. So where I was born is not my hands. So what I have to do is, what I can do next, I have to think of, because this is life. Let me repeat my storytelling. Just a moment, yes, I crossed the road, so I'm very happy. So now I'm very happy, and I can focus on my storytelling, because I was crossing the road other side. So rules are very strict in the USA. Without green signal we can't move forward. So I crossed the other side of the road, and I'll start share my story. So friends, where I was born was not my control, but what is under my control was to create my own destiny. So life is like that. So don't complain, don't criticize, and don't condemn others. Where I was born is not in my hands, and what I can do is in my hands. This is life. So let me assert my own statement, or let me paraphrase my own statement. The where I was born was not my control, and where I was born was not my decision. But what I would like to become is definitely is in my hands, because your future depends on your hands. So the place of birth doesn't matter, the kind of family you are born into doesn't matter, but what matters is how can you create a positive mindset, and how can you create a healthy life, positive life to impact humankind. That matters at the end of the day. So this is what I am sharing about my childhood experiences. So for 18 years I was at home. Then luckily I joined Indian Air Force when I was 18, and I came out of the toxic family, and I grew as a healthy citizen in the Indian Air Force. And Air Force gave me an opportunity to serve my country. So I was very much happy that I joined Indian Air Force. And after I joined the Indian Air Force, every month I sent money to support my parents. I think at that time I was getting around a salary of around 400 rupees I was getting every month. So every month I sent money to support my parents. And then again I gave my money to support my parents, siblings, everything, and to construct the home, our home. But unfortunately, my own siblings have betrayed, backstabbed, and they have taken the little money that I had. So you can understand the kind of challenges I entered. So I had toxic upbringing, and add to that I served in the Indian Air Force for 18 years. I served in the Indian Air Force for around 12 years. Then my father-in-law invited me to join for business, and unfortunately my father-in-law backstabbed and betrayed, and I landed in further problems. First of all, I was born in a toxic family. The second thing was that my properties were taken away. Third thing was that my father-in-law and brother-in-law, they backstabbed and betrayed. That was one more challenge. So then again I had a brain stroke. So you can imagine the kind of challenges I led, and I am still leading the challenges, and I am leading from the front despite being betrayed, and despite having health challenges, despite having brain stroke, despite having internal allergies, but still I am moving. So friends, so be resilient, never give up. So So you are gifted a very limited time span on this beautiful planet. Utilize your time in such a way that you can impact humankind. So after I joined the Indian Air Force at the age of 18, I joined the Indian Air Force. After joining the Air Force, I acquired 12 qualifications in the Indian Air Force. Then again in the Indian Air Force, I served in the lowest rank of a corporal. People might think that I was a commissioned officer in the Indian Air Force, but the fact is that I served in the lowest rank of a corporal in the Indian Air Force for 12 years. That's one thing. The second thing was that I acquired 6 qualifications after I joined the Indian Air Force. They are DME, BSc, MA, MBA, PGDCLL and PGDVM. All these qualifications I did through private education. I started with the Telugu language. I was not blessed with the convent education, and acquired all these qualifications through private education. People might think that I acquired qualifications from Cambridge or Harvard or something of that kind, but the reality was that I dropped out. I discontinued my degree when I was 18. Then again I continued my education and acquired all these qualifications. So I acquired 6 qualifications, and all qualifications are from different areas. Because why I had gone for different qualifications, because I didn't have any coach, I didn't have any guide, I didn't have mentor. So whatever was striking and whatever was flashing on my mind, I just worked. So I acquired 6 qualifications. All were in different qualifications. DME from Aeronautical Engineering from Indian Air Force, BSc from Andhra University, which I discontinued. Then again I continued. Usual degree takes 3 years, but for me it took more than 4 years. I took tuitions in the Indian Air Force, in the Indian Air Force itself. I took tuitions. Then I completed my degree, which took 4 years. Then I got my MA from Ajmer University. Then I got my MBA, which was a distance mode of education. Then I got my PGDCLL from Ministry of Defense. Then I got my PGDCLL from the University of Jodhpur. This PGDCLL I got it when I was doing in the night college in the year I think 1990 and 1991. So like that I acquired all qualifications, because right from my childhood till date I believe in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. So this is the journey, this is my academic journey, which is inconsistent, and started with the Telugu language and migrated gradually. Still I can't speak very fluent English because of my kind of upbringing, but still I try to improve and I try to adapt globally. So it takes time. Another problem with me was that I am a late bloomer. I am a slow learner. But again the strength with me is that I am gifted with the power of imagination. I am very creative in writing. So I am a creative writer. So that helped me to come up to this level. So every individual has strengths and weaknesses. So my weakness was dyslexic, ADHD, and being a late bloomer. Then again my strength is the gift of imagination, and because of my consistency of my contribution and persistency in my approach. So all these things mattered me a lot, and Then in the year 2007, I had a business challenges. I left business and became a faculty member. And at that time, education helped me overcome my health. At that time, so in the year 2007, I had a business challenge. At that time, the adverse education helped me overcome my adversity, and I became an educator in the year 2007. And at that time, I needed to have MBA, and luckily I had MBA. I had 6 qualifications, and out of 6 qualifications, one qualification was MBA, which was essential to become a faculty member. So I became a faculty member and educator in the year 2007. So friends, you can understand how many turns and twists I have taken in my life so far, and I don't know where I will go to the next level. That I can't predict. Okay, fine, that's a different story. So this is about my journey, and 2007 I joined for my PhD, and you can imagine the challenges at that time. I got a salary of around 8,000 or 9,000, and with that limited money, I survived with my wife and my 2 sons, and I took admission for PhD in the month of December 2007, and I paid 10,000 rupees fee, and I submitted a couple of articles and papers, and submitted for my PhD. And I had to, and by then I had publications, because I was passionate about writing. So I published some articles on competitive magazines. Then I also contributed to some newspapers in the Northeast magazines in India. So I took out the printouts of my my articles. Then I submitted my fee, and I joined for my PhD in the month of December 2007. So 2008 January, rules were changed. So let me repeat, here is the twist. So 2008 rules were changed, and the fee was hiked, and it was very difficult. If I had delayed by a few days, I think I wouldn't have joined for PhD, and I wouldn't have mobilized money to pay fee for my PhD. So friends, the takeaway from this video is that when you get opportunities, avail the opportunities. Don't delay the things, right? So in my life, I don't delay, and whatever came across, I availed and enjoyed. This is life. So this is about life. So if I had delayed for admission to MBA, if I delayed my PhD by a few days, I wouldn't have joined for my PhD, and I wouldn't have mobilized a fee. So accept whatever comes and keep moving and keep impacting the world. So 2011 I got my PhD in soft skills, and 2010 I made a debut as an author in the year 2010, and I published more than 300 research papers. I published more than 1,000 articles, and I published 53 books. So all these things I have done it within a span of 15 years. So you can imagine the kind of hard work I have put in, how much I have sacrificed in my life. So friends, life is not easy. Life is not linear. Life is not a straight line. Life is full of ups and downs. Be resilient, never give up. Now I reached home, and I'll upload, because I have some other activities to do. So this is Emirates. I think this is a airline. There are two airlines here. One is Boeing, another is Alaska Airlines. There are two airports in Seattle. There are two airlines. One is, of course, Alaska Airlines and Boeing. So Seattle is really a great city. It gives lots of opportunities for the people to dream and achieve big. And people are amicable, adjustable, and they respect diversity, they respect LGBT. So I feel very happy that I'm in Seattle. So now let me see my own face and share, summarize what I have shared with you.